Many people choose a Siberian Husky because of its appearance. The bright eyes, thick coat, and unmistakable wolf-like features make an unforgettable first impression. Most people expect to own a beautiful and energetic dog. What they often don't expect is that the Husky will gradually change the way they think about dog ownership itself. Talk to longtime Husky owners and you'll hear a familiar story. Many of them never planned to become lifelong Husky people. Yet somewhere along the journey, that changed. The breed quietly earned a level of loyalty they never imagined possible. One of the first things owners notice is that no 2 days with a Husky ever seem quite the same. Even familiar routines somehow feel fresh again. A simple morning walk rarely stays a simple morning walk. The Husky always seems to discover something new worth exploring. Owners often realize they're looking forward to these daily routines just as much as the dog does. Ordinary moments become small adventures. Before long, people stop thinking about exercising the dog. Instead, they begin enjoying the adventure together. Another thing owners quickly notice is the Husky's enormous personality. Every Husky seems convinced that life should be experienced with enthusiasm. The breed often approaches everyday situations with remarkable confidence. That confidence has a way of influencing everyone around them. Many owners say the house feels quieter whenever the Husky isn't there. The dog's personality naturally fills the home. Friends and family often remember the Husky long after their visit. There always seems to be another memorable story to tell. Another thing that surprises first-time owners is how expressive Huskies can be. Many owners feel as though their dog is constantly communicating. Sometimes it's a particular look across the room. Sometimes it's an unmistakable facial expression that says more than words ever could. Owners gradually learn exactly what those expressions mean. Before long, communication begins feeling surprisingly natural. That connection makes everyday life feel more interactive. The relationship often becomes deeper than people expected. Another thing owners notice is that Huskies seem to encourage a more active lifestyle. Weekends often begin looking very different. Many owners discover new parks, walking trails, and outdoor destinations they had never visited before. The Husky provides the motivation. Family routines quietly evolve. More time is spent outside simply because everyone enjoys sharing the experience. Years later, many owners realize the Husky didn't just change their schedule. It changed their lifestyle. Another thing owners begin appreciating is the breed's independence. At first, it can feel unexpected. Many people are used to dogs that constantly look for direction. Huskies often like to understand situations for themselves. Over time, owners stop seeing this as stubbornness. Instead, they begin admiring the confidence behind it. The Husky seems comfortable being exactly what it is. Many owners grow to respect that quality enormously. Another reason people stay loyal to the breed is the sense of humor Huskies seem to bring into everyday life. Unexpected moments happen remarkably often. The Husky has a way of turning completely ordinary situations into stories that families remember for years. Owners frequently catch themselves laughing at things they never imagined a dog would do. The breed rarely feels predictable. That unpredictability becomes part of its charm. Every day carries the possibility of another memorable moment. Another thing owners notice is how quickly Huskies become woven into family traditions. Holiday photographs suddenly include the Husky. Weekend adventures naturally revolve around bringing the dog along. Before long, the Husky appears in nearly every important family memory. Looking back through old photos, owners often notice the same thing. The dog wasn't simply present. It was part of the experience itself. Another thing that surprises people is how social life often changes after getting a Husky. Walks become conversations with complete strangers. Other Husky owners immediately stop to share stories. People who have never met before often connect through the breed. Owners discover an unexpectedly welcoming community. That shared enthusiasm strengthens their appreciation even further. Being a Husky owner begins feeling like belonging to a much larger family. Another reason owners become devoted to the breed is the way Huskies approach the world with genuine curiosity. Everything seems worth investigating. Every outing offers something interesting to discover. Watching the Husky experience the world often reminds owners to slow down and appreciate ordinary moments themselves. Life becomes a little less rushed. a little more adventurous. Many owners eventually realize the Husky hasn't simply become part of their life. It has quietly changed the rhythm of it. And perhaps that's the first reason so many Husky owners never seriously consider another breed. They aren't just attached to the dog. They're attached to the completely different way of experiencing everyday life that came with owning one. Yet as powerful as those early experiences become, they are only the beginning. Because over time, the bond between a Husky and its owner often grows in ways that are far deeper, and far more surprising, than anyone expects. That deeper connection rarely appears overnight. Instead, it develops through hundreds of ordinary moments that slowly become impossible to imagine living without. A quiet morning walk. A familiar evening routine. A weekend adventure that seemed ordinary at the time. Looking back, owners often realize these simple experiences became the foundation of something much bigger. Another thing owners eventually notice is how quickly the Husky learns the family's rhythm. It begins recognizing when everyone usually wakes up, when it's time to head outside, and when the household starts to settle for the evening. Before long, the dog seems to move naturally through those routines. It feels less like following a schedule and more like participating in family life. Many owners also notice that the Husky encourages them to live more in the present. The breed rarely seems interested in rushing through the day. Whether stopping to investigate an unfamiliar scent or pausing to watch something interesting, Huskies often remind their owners that the journey can be just as enjoyable as the destination. Another thing people grow to appreciate is the confidence Huskies seem to carry. They often approach unfamiliar situations with curiosity instead of hesitation. That attitude can be surprisingly infectious. Owners frequently find themselves becoming more willing to explore new places simply because their dog approaches them with such enthusiasm. Many Husky owners also discover that the breed becomes part of family conversations almost every day. Stories seem to accumulate without anyone trying. Someone remembers something amusing from a walk. Someone else laughs about an expression the Husky made that morning. Before long, the dog has become one of the family's favorite topics. Another reason people stay loyal to Huskies is the emotional consistency they bring into everyday life. Whether it's been a wonderful day or a difficult one, the Husky often greets its family with the same unmistakable enthusiasm. Owners frequently describe that reliability as deeply comforting. Knowing that familiar greeting is waiting at home becomes something they quietly treasure. Many people are surprised by how much they begin understanding their own Husky. Tiny changes in posture, expressions, and behavior gradually become easy to recognize. Communication starts feeling effortless. Owners often know exactly what their Husky is trying to express long before anyone else notices. Another thing that strengthens loyalty is the breed's remarkable resilience. Huskies have an impressive ability to adapt to new experiences while still remaining unmistakably themselves. Whether the family moves house, discovers a new favorite walking trail, or settles into different routines, the Husky often embraces the change with confidence. Many owners eventually realize that the breed has taught them something unexpected about flexibility. Life rarely needs to follow a perfect plan to be enjoyable. Another reason people hesitate to choose another breed is the sheer number of memories attached to their Husky. Years seem to collect countless small moments that become impossible to replace. The first camping trip. The first holiday together. The familiar walking route that somehow never became boring. These memories gradually become part of the family's history. When owners look back, they often discover that the Husky wasn't simply present during those moments. The dog helped make those moments special. Another thing owners notice is how naturally Huskies encourage connection. Friends visit more often because they enjoy spending time with the dog. Children remember the adventures they shared. Family members smile when old photographs appear. The Husky quietly becomes a bridge between people as much as a companion to them. Eventually, many owners stop thinking about what breed they might own next. Instead, they begin wondering whether another Husky would bring that same unmistakable joy back into their lives. It isn't that they believe no other breed is wonderful. Most Husky owners genuinely admire many different dogs. But admiration and attachment are two very different things. The Husky has already created an emotional benchmark that is difficult for any other breed to match. Many lifelong owners describe missing the personality more than anything else. They miss the curiosity, the confidence, the sense of adventure, and the feeling that every day held the possibility of something memorable. Those qualities become woven into everyday life so gradually that owners often don't realize how much they value them until they're gone. That is why so many people eventually return to the breed. They aren't trying to replace one special dog. They're hoping to experience the uniquely husky way of living again. Over the years, owners often discover that they haven't simply become loyal to a breed. They've become loyal to an experience. An experience filled with laughter, adventure, unexpected moments, deep companionship, shared routines that slowly became treasured traditions, ordinary days that somehow became extraordinary simply because a husky was part of them. This does not mean huskies are the perfect breed for everyone. Their independence, energy, and unique personality mean they thrive with owners who genuinely appreciate those qualities. But for the people who do, the reward is something remarkably difficult to describe. It's not just the memories they create or the adventures they share. It's the way a husky quietly changes how they experience everyday life. Once that feeling becomes part of who you are, it's easy to understand why so many husky owners never truly want another breed. Because in the end, they aren't choosing the same breed again out of habit. They're choosing the same feeling. And for many husky owners, that's a feeling they simply never want to lose.